what is up guys? Welcome back to Life on the Wrist. Hope you guys are doing well today. This is a little bit of a different video from us. We are actually going to be reviewing some straps from a strap company called StrapsCo. They are a Canadian strap company that really sells all different types of straps, everything from leather to NATOs to mesh. They even sell straps that can go with your Apple Watch. And what they contacted me and asked me if I would like to get some straps that I can review for our website and our store. I don't really know where this falls in when it comes to sponsored videos. I will kind of disclose at the beginning of this video, they did send me these straps for free. And all that they asked was I do an honest review on our website and our YouTube channel. So that's kind of how this video is coming about. And I think it kind of goes without saying, but I do give my honest opinion about watch releases and watches that come out. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I will give you my honest opinion about what I think about the straps that they end up sending me. I will make this kind of an unboxing. I did open the top of it just to look at the straps. But I will kind of show you how they were sent to me, as well as what came with it, and so you kind of get the whole story. I'm really excited about this. This is a new kind of thing for us to do on this channel, and I'm hoping that we can do much more of this as we kind of come along. So with that said, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure that you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really does help us out. And with that said, guys, let's flip perspective so you can take a look at some of these straps. All right, welcome back to the video, guys. Like I said, we're going to be doing a full unboxing of these straps. They're in this little U-line bubble wrapped, or interior is bubble wrapped little envelope. And basically this is kind of how I received it. I did open the top like I said, but this is how I received it, and basically we have the straps in there. So without further ado, let me just get all this stuff out that we received here. You can see it's now empty. And so this is kind of how the watches came. So I was lucky enough to get 3 different straps in here. As you can see, we have 3 straps, and then there was this little marketing card here that you can, if you use one of their straps to take a wrist shot on Instagram, you hashtag StrapsCo or tag them in the video, you can actually get 15% off, which I thought was really cool. So little marketing thing here that they included in the case, but in the shipment. But basically, these are the 3 watch straps that I got. The first one that I got, and we can kind of go in order here, this is the seatbelt Bond NATO. This one is not in the Bond colors. This is actually an orange version, and it comes in this really nicely kind of packaged strap package here. That's obviously plastic, and then it's got a little section on the top. One of the things that I noticed is this packaging is really high quality, which I like. It's already giving me good vibes about these straps. The next one that I have here is the vintage leather strap, and this is kind of their standard strap, vintage strap that they have on their store. Again, comes in this plastic container, and obviously has StrapsCo written there. So this is the second one. And then the third one is actually from a company called Dasari. I'm assuming that StrapsCo has an agreement with them to sell their watches, but this watch here is the Dasari Vintage Alligator strap. So I don't believe this is Alligator, reading the description of this watch. It is Alligator kind of embossed leather. Yeah, Alligator embossed leather, and it's obviously in this kind of brown tone. So what I thought I'd do is I'd kind of just start with one of the straps. I can take it out of the container, give you guys a little bit of a description and then my thoughts on it. And then also, once we get into these, I can actually put them on this watch here, which I think it will be nice to kind of see how they look on watches. So I'll start with this NATO strap that they describe as being made out of seatbelt. This one retails for $19.99. The overall length of this is 275 millimeters. The thickness of the strap is 1.55 millimeters, and So you're gonna have enough length, and I think it's actually quite thin that it will make it quite wearable. But we'll go ahead and open this up. There's a little sticker on the back there, and we can take it out here. One thing that I will note is I believe that there are, one of the things that's really cool about these watches, or at least so far that I've really enjoyed about them, is that they actually come with their own spring bars, which I think is a nice touch for them. I don't think these are very expensive, but it's sometimes you just can't find spring bars and you need them. So that's really nice. And then here's the strap. So let me just give you kind of a close-up of all of the different parts of this strap. So you can see some fairly nice stitching there. This is made out of tightly woven nylon fabric and has a silk finish, which kind of explains kind of the smooth finishing to it that you kind of can feel. It does feel quite durable, which is something that they describe, and I think the silk finishing helps it be quite comfortable, which I think is a nice touch, especially when you're wearing something like this. I will say that I have a memo sale that has a pearl-on strap, and sometimes that thing can get uncomfortable, and I would have wished that they had some sort of silk finishing to it. It's finished with later sealed holes, and comes with these really these stainless steel buckles. And I will say, like, this already feels, I don't know if you can hear this, but it feels like a very high quality stainless steel and really, really durable, which I like. We can kind of just take it out of here, but it really feels like very high quality stainless steel, which is something that you want, especially in a strap like this that you're going to be wearing with watches that are going to be a little bit more worn, a little bit more kind of put through its paces, if that makes sense. This is an orange and black variation on this, and I think this would actually go really nicely with like an Explorer 2 with one of those orange hands. So really cool NATO strap. Like I said, I don't really have a watch that I can put this on. It'll just look funky on all the other ones that I have. So probably not gonna work, but actually I will see if this maybe can go on my memo sale. Give me 1 second. All right, so I couldn't get it on the memo sale. The memo sale didn't really work, just because of the way that there really aren't any lugs on it, but I managed to put it on this Seiko of mine, which is a FIFA 2002 World Cup limited edition. And I must say, this is an extremely durable yet comfortable strap. It really doesn't feel like my pearl-on strap. It really kind of like eats into my skin a little bit and makes it kind of itchy. This one really really feels comfortable, and it's very easy to put on. I'll take the watch off really quickly just to show you guys it, but like it really feels like a very, very high quality strap for a fairly affordable price, which I think is a really nice kind of thing to think about. Is you can get a strap that isn't super expensive, that'll fit on your watch, and then obviously look really beautiful. So I'm really happy with this strap, and I think it definitely holds its own when it comes to all these other straps that we have. So that is the Pearl-on. I'll go for the StrapsCo vintage strap now. And again, it comes in, like I said, it comes in this plastic piece here, and then you can just lift up the tab here, which is extremely satisfying, I will say. StrapsCo, you did well with that, with the packaging, because it's kind of like when you open Apple products, and it's quite satisfying to open. So I'll put this kind of over here, and here is the vintage leather strap. And immediately it feels as if this is a fairly good quality strap. It kind of has almost like it feels like a pseudo kind of like textured finish to it, which I think is fairly interesting. This watch is a premium leather watch by StrapsCo. The band has a soft vintage feel, which I think is definitely a feeling that I'm getting. The top half is full grain leather and has white contour stitching, which you can kind of see there on the outside. Get what's really nice to see is I'm not really picking up any glue, which I think is very common with straps that are fairly affordable, is that they'll be stitched, but there's also going to be glue included on them as well. The band has, let me get the other side of this band, but this band has a brushed steel buckle. And one of the things that I was really happy with is the fact that they have a quick release pin here for when you are replacing it on your straps, so that way you don't hurt the lugs of the watch as you're putting this on. As you can see, it has the StrapsCo logo embossed on this side of the strap. And again, I'm really only picking up stitching, which I think is something that is very important when it comes to straps, is that you don't have just a bunch of glue. Now, I will say there is a little bit of an interesting kind of finishing on the side of it that almost looks like some sort of paint to kind of seal the sides of this leather. It probably is some sort of sealant that they've decided to use, but you can see that it has kind of come up onto this section of the strap where you put the other end of the strap through. So as far as like attention to detail, you probably want to try and avoid putting, I guess, your sealant on the leather itself that can be seen. As far as my thoughts go, you can kind of see some of the full grain stitching is a little bit messed up there. You can see kind of a line that comes through there, but I guess this is a vintage inspired piece, and so that kind of that age to this strap kind of adds to the feel, like especially on that corner there. You can see a lot of that I guess the sealant or the paint that they've applied on that one side. But with that said, let me put this on. I'm gonna be putting it on this Le Coultre that we have in our store right now, but it's a triple pounder moon phase from Le Coultre. I'll put it on here and we will see what we think about it. All right, and so let's check out this Le Coultre on this beautiful vintage leather strap here that they've got. I have to admit, the color combination of this kind of gold toned vintage Le Coultre with this really nice light brown really goes well together. So really, hands down, great job there. One of the things I do notice though is some of the sealant on the sides is kind of going onto the leather, which kind of distorts some of your wrist pictures. So if you are looking at doing a wrist shot on Instagram, like, it does look a little bit different, but nonetheless, it really does look beautiful. I'll take it off really quickly just so you can see it. I will admit that as far as the quality of this goes, this feels a little bit less high quality than the Nato does. But I think that might be just because of the feel that they're going for here. It was a very comfortable strap, but when you kind of feel the leather, it feels a little bit less high quality, but still a fairly quality product. What would be interesting to see is how the strap actually progresses as you wear it more, how it kind of bends and everything. But I actually think that with this kind of black finishing here, I think it actually would wear very nicely. If you are looking for something to go with a vintage watch, this is like an absolutely beautiful pick, especially if you have a gold watch that you want to pair with it, like this Le Coultre. So a beautiful strap, and another one that really is meets very high expectations with just a couple things that I did note in this video. But again, really beautiful straps. And then that brings us to the last one, which is our Dasari vintage alligator strap. Again, a similar packaging, except this one is obviously labeled with Dasari. Similar way that you get it out, a really satisfying way of getting it out as well. And I will just take this out really quickly and put this over here. And so this is the Dasari Vintage Alligator Strap. This one again is in this kind of brown finishing to it. The total length of this is 120 centimeters. This piece here is 80 millimeters, excuse me. So you're looking at a total length of 200 millimeters. The thickness is 3.25 millimeters, and it's an embossed leather with this alligator pattern on it. It's a tail alligator pattern here, and obviously has this this hand stitching here to combine the two pieces of leather, the top and bottom. Again, it has that interesting kind of sealant or on the outsides of it, and this one actually looks like it's in this one the sealant was applied much nicer. Again, you have these deployant lugs, and you have, this is a 20 millimeter genuine leather strap here, and if we look at the end here, you can still see it looks as if it is only stitching. There is that little end there that looks like it might, maybe the stitching itself is glued. I don't think it's glued on, but the still looks very nice. I'll give you kind of a close-up of this piece here as well. It has that brushed stainless steel buckle and the quick release spring bars. Again, fairly good quality on the stitching there. There does appear to be a little bit more of that kind of see if I can get this focused here. A little bit of that glue on there, which is really what I prefer to avoid when it comes to straps. You want things to be a little bit more hand finished and not held together by things like glue or like that. Again, the sealant appears to be applied a lot nicer on this one as well, along the outsides, which is a great sign as well. So let me quickly throw this strap onto a watch so that you can check it out. All right, and so here is the vintage leather strap. I did put it on the Seiko. I took the Nato strap off of it so that I could put this on this watch, just because this is a 20 millimeter strap, and this one, this Le Coutre is actually 16 millimeters, but you can fit a 18 millimeter strap on there. But this is the alligator leather strap from Dasari that was retailed by StrapsCo. This strap is actually $35, so it's the most expensive out of all of the straps so far. My first impressions with kind of wearing it is, I think just because it's new, it's a little bit rigid, and I think that might be a good sign. I think that shows that this is going to last quite a while. It does kind of have that kind of stiff feel to it, which I think is more of a sign that it's going to perhaps last a little bit longer, and it's of high quality materials. I will say that putting the strap on this watch was a pleasure with those quick release spring bars, which was great. And overall, it feels really, really nice on my wrist. Let me take it off really quickly so that you can see. And you can kind of see when I say rigid feel, you know, it doesn't feel kind of supple. It is a little bit more, it feels a little bit more rigid and kind of stiff. But yeah, that is the watch. I know this is probably not the best combination, but if you are looking for some, I guess you could say that this is like the casual meets formal. And again, those quick releases were really useful. And so that is the last watch there. So some really great straps that we were able to kind of go over. I'm really thankful for StrapsCo for sending me these straps, and Out of all of these, I really do love the color of this one, the quality of the NATO, and I think the longevity that this this Alligator will kind of have the more you wear it and the more you kind of break it in and it understands your wrist. So again, thank you so much for StrapsCo. If you guys haven't checked them out, I'll put a link in the description so you can see them. Thank you, StrapsCo, for sending me these straps. I hope this review was as honest as I possibly could make it. That's what I kind of wanted to do. And so I hope you enjoyed my honest thoughts here. And with that said, let's flip perspectives so we can close up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at these straps from StrapsCo. I really enjoyed kind of reviewing them for you, and I think that I'm super excited to have these in. I think they're really incredible, incredibly affordable and relatively well-priced straps as well, and they're decent quality as well, which I think is really great, especially when you're looking to kind of get some straps in for the watches that you end up wearing. I will say I'm really excited to try out this Nato. I think it's obviously the watch that I had that I was putting these straps on. The Nato really wouldn't look too good with it, but you know, obviously these leather and Alligator embossed straps are a little bit better, and so I'm super happy that we were able to review these straps for you guys, because I think it's nice when you find straps that you can wear on your watch and kind of give it a different style, because I think that's something that a lot of the times people they forget, is that you can have a single watch like this, but when you put a different strap on it, it makes it into a whole different thing. And so I'll put a link in the description for StrapsCo so you can check out some of their straps. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time.